Record in the cloud. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
We are welcome you to this one call called Turn It Up that began in Paris a few months ago when we were three ladies having too much fun and we were like, oh my God, what can we contribute on these people? And here we are, me, Penelope Foulquier, CFMW from France, and two other ladies. I leave you the opportunity there to, tell us who you be.
I'm Aya Stern. Some of you know me. I'm a CF from Germany.
And I'm Michal Raich from Israel, and I will be CF in 2 weeks. How does it get any better than this?
Yeah. So, what can we contribute? This subject is
We're so grateful to have all of you online.
Yeah. And more
How
journey.
Energy. Maybe we can start to turn it up a little bit and just move even in the small windows each one of us have, but still, let's move the energy on.
Yeah, this the energy is so big and maybe there is some delay, so I will try to not speak too much, not too fast. What to say, how to facilitate that. So you know that we are probably going to use one magic wand that is the clearing statement of access consciousness, and if you want to know more of it, you can go to the clearingstatement.com, and we will probably move some energy here and make some barriers down, completely knocked out of your universe. And what if everything that you would like to have more in your life, you could just go, I want more of this, I want more of this, I want more of this, and all that you don't want anymore can say, it's too much fun here. I can't stay. I'm just miserable and mediocre. This is no more a place for me. So let's bring the fun, the more, the all what you be in, and explode everything that is not you.
We can just tell a little bit that while preparing to this call, which took some time, it was interesting, all the movement we did until then. And then every previous call we had like so much energy inside. So let's see how much we can pull more and more and more.
Yeah. Aya, you would like to say?
So I can add just that, like when we're talking about turn it up, it really goes to everything in your life, like not just relationship. Each of us has things that are running perfectly well and smooth, and like you're really successful, and there are some things that are just not so like we're not creating the way we want maybe, and let's focus on turning up the whole thing, like all of it. Just acknowledge what's behind it, the energies, what are those limitations that we're not even aware of, ask questions, and then get rid of it.
Yeah, so when you speak about questions, like I was thinking, I was almost preparing for this call, and I was looking at what question can you ask to turn up what you would like to turn up in your life. And the questions I like to ask for myself when I'm in a place where, okay, I know there is more, okay, I know that I want something different. first of all, I'm asking myself, hey, what is it I would like more in my life? What is it I would like to turn up? What is it like to be clear on what I would like to have, and like maybe it's already there and I don't really yet acknowledge. And by the time I've asked the question and allow the possibility to show up, the awareness of this to show up, I now have a perception. I'm like really present with me, and I'm like, oh my God, yes, maybe more of this. And at the moment, my body is showing me so much yummy stuff, and I get pictures. What is this? I have my email coming in. So maybe more emails, I don't know, more connection. But it's really like, wow, what is it I would like to have more? What is it I would like to turn up? And what is this I would like to see in the world? What is this I would like more to have available for more people? What is the place I be when I never turn that down, that people can have it? And for having that, you have to just push all your barriers down and to receive and to go out of judgment. Because by the time you judge what you're asking for, because it's too much, because it's too joyful, because it's too much power, you're going to turn it off. And you're going to reach it, and then someone will look at you and you're going to do like, oh no, I can't have it. But when you have what you have, you turn it up, and then someone is looking at you like, huh, bitch, how dare she? You're like, huh, thank you. And you go your way, and you go and you turn it up, and you turn it up. And it's this way the barriers are starting to move away from your universe, and you dare to be all what you be in the greatness that you be.
So how much, that was actually my question. It was the same energy. How much time in your life people told you that you were too much, that you were too much happy, that you were too much joyful, too much, you had too much energy, you were too much for other people with what you share, what you know, what you say, what you tell, and what did it made you feel up to now? And there is one sentence that Gary Douglas said that I will never ever forget. And he said, whenever you are too much, whenever someone tells you that you are too much, whenever you sense that you are too much, turn it on. So that was like, can we be much more than we are right now? So how much did you allow yourself to be that much until now? How much did you allow yourself to ask for more customers, for more classes, for more sessions, for more, to learn more, to go to more things, to go to more whatever? And you had this little voice in your mind, or it was something else saying you, no, be careful, don't be that much. So how are you with this, all this talking that is around you? Are you willing to do that? Are you ready to do that? It's related to money, to enjoying our body, to sex, and so much more. So what will it take for us starting now to be much more than we didn't even imagine we can, and just think about something, sense it, and just do it. And everything that doesn't allow it to happen, will you destroy and uncreate now? Right along with
good and bad, but and good, insurance, boys and beyonds.
This is the clearing statement that you can look in YouTube. And what else is possible? I'm starting to be warmer. I don't know what about you.
Yes, me too. And also, like, you have a body in on this planet, and it's the first thing that if you wouldn't have a body, people wouldn't see you, people couldn't talk to you the way, touch you, or so let's practice that now, that we together can enjoy our bodies. Those that have a camera, please show up.
Turn it on.
Turn it on. Yeah.
You can show things that are around you also. Let's connect.
So
what you can also do is you can get the clarity first, how your dream life would be like. And I don't mean it like to have all the details, like how you car, just get the energy that's way beyond everything that you know. It's like what your being is capable of, and you just turn it off until now because you were told as a child you're too much and just shut up and be quiet and don't be so excited and don't be so fast and wait and calm down. And we learn to shut off. And what if you can just get this energy of your being? What are you capable of? What are your dreams? What can you achieve in life? Can you get that? And now intensify this energy that you like, receive the energy. It's a huge potency that you have. And if you really receive it, you can intensify it and you can play with it. And the ones that joined SOP, maybe you know what I think about. And it's not even so important just to have the direction. You just intensify all of it and ask for more, ask for more, ask for more. Ask for new people to come in your life, ask for experiences, and also become aware of all of the crap people put in your head and that you are aware of from other people. Everywhere you're saying, no, that's not gonna, like this business idea, it's never gonna run because of blah, 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 blah. Who does that belong to? Is it your dads or your moms or your brothers or sisters or your friends? Like if you get the energy of it, and if it's light, then it's the direction you can go as a being, and you can like really follow that.
A great practice. So you mentioned SOP, which is an advanced class in Access Consciousness. It's a class about energy and the possibilities, and really infuse energy in your molecules and really
play
and open with the possibilities that are available, and even the ones that you don't really can put into words. And when you really allow yourself to play in this playground of possibilities, where you know something else is possible, something different can be, you just open to this world by your request. Okay, I know other possibilities, and I know that if I allow them in my universe, if I allow myself to be them, now it happens in the world, and other people can start to choose that too. So it takes a little of courage to do that, because you may be the only one to know what is possible. And maybe I have things like this, like I'm pretty sure we can do incredible stuff with our bodies, like fly, like transplane, like in Harry Potter. I'm pretty sure we can do that. I didn't yet find the button to do that, but this isn't an ask for me. I know it's possible, and the more I know the possibility, asking for this to show up, I'm in the conversations where one day I'm going to do, and I will be just next to you. So everything that doesn't allow us to travel this way and don't have to check if we've been in China or Italy and stay 15 days in a row confined in a room. Can we please destroy and uncreate this? Right or wrong, good and bad, fun and fuck, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. We are magical. We actually magical. And all the point of view we destroy, all the fixed points of view, and we don't imagine the godzillion points of view we have, like the limited one. When we get rid of these, then all what we know is possible start to show up. Everything that is completely crazy, but it's in your universe. It's possible. Everything that you have on mind, everything that you can maybe put in word, and even the things that you can't put in word are possible. So never give up this thing because nobody else believes that. Never give up what your crazy ideas because nobody says, yes, okay, I'm going to do that with you. No, if you're the only one and you want it out in the world and that you know that is the time now for the world to have it, bring it on, turn it up, never turn you down for anybody and anything else. If Gary Douglas, the founder of Access, would have listened to the people who would have said, okay, maybe not a good idea, or maybe, he knows. And when he knows, he goes. And now Access is a like maybe $1 billion company. I don't know. It's in so many languages, countries all around the world. And we create possibilities. The world is shifting each time we say yes to destroy limited point of views. The world changes. So each time you say yes to you, to your ideas, even if they're crazy, don't think you are crazy. You maybe are, but you're probably weird. And then you're gonna be rich, and then you're gonna be even weird, even more weird. But please turn it up. And everything that doesn't allow us to turn that up, can we please destroy and create that? Ooh, wow.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. And the funny thing is what Gary always says is get rich soon so you won't be just weird, you'll be extravagant.
So ladies, maybe we can do a small exercise. What do you say? How about closing your eyes for 1 minute? And Penelope and I will do some magics, as we said, with the SOP, because as you said it, it started to move already. So, how about sensing? Because we are talking about bodies also. So how about sensing a little bit? What does it mean to turn it up? So I'm going to put a timer for 1 minute. And please, I see that you are ready already, so cool. If you can all close your eyes and think about one thing. In my world, it can be more than one, but let's start with one thing that you would ask, request, demand to turn up in your life. Money, body, sex. It's nice, so we can talk about it. Business, whatever you want. And we are starting to play now.
And don't define how's that supposed to look like? How much money do you want? Like what kind of relationship, what kind of partner? Just feel the energy beyond it. Get the awareness of what's possible for you and intensify it as much as you can. Just put attention there and intensify.
And 1 minute, no mind, please. only body.
Yeah.
Here we
Your
start.
brain is only telling you what you already know, what you already saw, the experience you have, and you want to create something beyond, something way greater than your life until now.
Your mind is only designed for something, controlling your limitation. We are now destroy them.
And what if thinking is thinking?
And for every limiting thought that pops up in your mind, ask yourself, who does that belong to? And then get back to the energy that you want to grow. And by intensifying and putting focus on that and with acknowledging it daily, this will grow and you will pull more energy into it and more and more and more. And then you can start creating way, way greater life that you ever imagined.
So imagine that was 1 minute. 1 minute.
Already? Oh my God.
Yeah, it's fast already.
How are you being, people?
Yes. You can move. You can move your ass. And every time you have a but, when you are on the way to create something, we did it now. We had 7 days of classes here. So every time you say but, every time we said but, we all had to move our ass. What if that's the only but we have?
When you have a butt in your universe, it's like, are you showing me your butt? Are you showing me your ass? Okay, you said butt, it's in your ass now. So just.
And what if your butt can make you more money than God? How about that?
I heard this somewhere. So how are you people? Do you have any questions? Did you came with questions? We're here for you.
There's a question in the French one.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so for the people who are labeled with autism, TDAH, schizophrenia, how can we turn it up and in which way?
So first of all, they are turned up anyway, much more than any one of us.
Yeah.
So,
and I would like to just, schizophrenia is a label that is a little different from the others. And it's something like how much awareness is about this. And if you would like to speak about that, Michal, because schizophrenia is something we can easily relate with your awareness and also receiving entities, but it's a really different subject, and I wouldn't really have the time to develop this one here.
So maybe to clarify a little bit, is the question is how to be more, how to turn it up, or is it turned up anyway, and how to use it for our advantage?
I'm asking the person who asked the question.
Yeah, and so, yeah, go for it.
I can say until he answered as an ADHD that I'm turned on most of the time, like 200%. And what I had until now was shutting it more and more, not to be too much. And part of being us is being able to be everything that we are and ask for more. So I wonder what he will answer about it, if it's
And can I just add a short explanation? Like people that are from this reality viewed as people with disabilities, like just like you said, ADHD, autism, and stuff like that. They're in access consciousness. They're called X-Men because they function with both of their brain sides, and they are not disadvantaged. They're actually really advantaged. They just most of the time don't know how to use this in their advantage and present themselves in this reality, because people in this reality function way different than they do. So what they can also ask themselves is, how can this situation I created contribute more to the world, contribute more to what I am creating? And many times when those people join access and do processes and clearings.
She disappeared and do clearings. I don't know what she...
Maybe it was too much.
Maybe it was too much. You disappeared, Aya. And you're muted now.
Okay,
Yeah.
now
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can, but you're really unstable.
move your ass.
I know, I'm just breaking all the lines.
Yeah, and something that is
Happens sometimes.
really to be acknowledged here is all these labeled are usually seen our wrongness, and people, like some people that are functioning differently from the beginning of their life, they have put people in, like the other people in question, in what is this? People are saying, what is this? What are we doing with this? And going in so much wrongness of themselves to not understand these people, to not feed their needs. And as we are very aware of all this, we started to think and take all these wrongness upon us. So the first thing is to see that nothing of what you be is a wrongness, and every time you go into wrongness, just acknowledge what's right about you you are not getting, and really step out of judgment, step out of wrongness, and truly acknowledge that you have capacities, you have abilities, and as you ladies said, turn them up and see where they can apply to what you would like to create. And maybe they're not functional for this reality, this fixed reality, this ordered reality. Maybe they are just tools for creating a new one, creating something that really functions differently and that works for you and for most of us.
What if your
yeah, go for it.
What if your wrongness is your strongness? Now, all of you think about something about you that everyone is making wrong. Most of the people have that little thing that's really like not fitting into this reality. What if your wrongness is actually your strongness? And what can you do to really acknowledge it? And how can it contribute to your life? Because that's what makes you different, but you've been always making it wrong. And if people would be all the same, like this reality is trying to make all people the same. And as soon as you're not like everyone else, you're wrong, and then you need to correct that. And if people would be the same all the time, there would be no development. There would be no people like Leonardo da Vinci or Albert Einstein, or like great people who really used their weirdness and expanded that. And what is so wrong about you that you can really use and gain from it?
So everything that doesn't allow you to see your strongness, where you you look at a wrongness, can you please now destroy and uncreate it? And return to sender all the point of view you bought from the time you came from other people that labeled you as dysfunctional when you were highly functional. And everything that is times Gazillion, wow.
Only saying that I turned on.
Greater confident bad potential nitrates boys and beyonds. That was an awesome question. Whoa! And you knocked out the Hebrew translator. Boom!
We have a question here also from Daniel. What do you do with the stress in the world and in the country? There is lots of stress all over that we don't really have a way to ignore it, everything that goes around. Maybe we can talk about it also with the corona stuff. We can answer about two of them. Because I know in Israel there is a little bit Israel all over the world. There is a stress about this corona, or anyway when there is something, then starts a rumor, and then it starts to be more and more and more. It's turning on, but not in the way that is making us more. But less. So who does this belong to? It's a nice tool that we use many times, again and again and again, and sometimes it feels funny that it's like a question and a tool we use for so many things, but that's the first thing that pumped in. In general, whoever, all of those who did the access classes, so in a situation like that, a question that we can have is just, which tool can help us now? Which tool can assist us? Which tool can turn off all the noise outside and turn on our potent? So who does this belong to? Is it mine? Is it really that stress? Is that corona something I should stop my life in order to what? Is it belong to me? Is it something, what is it? Is it something that I can do something about? Can I change it? How can I change it? And see what comes up.
Yeah, and all the tools that you mentioned are all in the bars class.
Yes.
When you have taken a bars class, you have all these tools. Who does this belong to? And also start to make a difference between I'm aware of something and I must do something with my awareness. You can be aware of something, and I mean, when there is a smell in the area, you can perceive that, okay, that smells shit. I don't care, this is not mine, it's just a smell. It's here, but I don't need to put it on me. I have this beautiful perfume that I am, and it smells shit. I can move on, and that's it. I'm not shit. And it's the same with stress. And you said it remarkably, it's like, is this only stress? So sometimes we will perceive something or make something ours, thinking it's something when it's something different, and we think we can change it or we must change it, and it's just there, and you just have like turn on who you be.
And another thing, just a small thing that pumped up is that how can I use this stress to my advantage, and how can I out-create it? Like, what is the gift I have in it? What is the gift I have in this situation? What awareness can I have? And how can I turn this awareness to create more in my life? And everything that doesn't allow it to happen, will you destroy and uncreate?
Yeah.
Right and wrong, good and bad, poem, popcorn, and short, boys and beyonds.
And when you get yourself, quote unquote, stuck in something, you probably are out of question. So the first thing is like, I'm stuck. Okay, what point of view do I have here? Interesting point of view. I'm stuck here. Interesting point of view. I can't do anything with this. And also, it's always coming and going. What was that I wanted to share with you? Never mind, it's maybe gone. Thank you.
That's a good tool.
Yeah.
Yes. And then it's gone.
Guys, we have a question in the chat
Yeah.
that we can answer. So Anita is asking, if people around me are too much, too fast, too energetic, and I can't handle, I become tired. Can we clear that, please? So what comes to my mind is, what don't you want to be aware of? Because that's often connected to tiredness. When you don't want to be aware of something, then your body, your mind is just shutting off and your body becomes to be tired. And that many times it means you don't want to see something. And also, what would it, like, questions you can ask around such people is, what would it take for me to be so energetic and so fast and that much? Because that's how your being really is. You're just slowing it down all the time because that's what you were taught as a child. As a child, you were probably, woo, like a giant powerball that you were everywhere. And then your parents, I have 2 kids and I know, like, I spent this afternoon with them, and there were so many situations where my mind went like, oh, please just wait, shut up, just wait. And thank God I'm having this access in my life now where I say, just let her be like that. Let her run around if she wants. That's fine. I'm not going to be shutting her down because her environment is doing it enough. And how, like, ask yourself, ask your being and your body to adjust to that frequency that you used to have. And when you're around that people, just ask, what would it take for me to become like that as well? And you won't get tired and you won't get annoyed by them, and you will follow them because that's how you be. And those people are just not slowing them down so much. Do you want to add anything?
I want to say just I'm from the too much people, and I sense when I'm too much for someone else. And one question that comes up is, do I really want to be that much? How can I outcreate this too much thing? What if I don't need to compete it? What if I don't need to be the same? What if my uniqueness is the way I am? Like, there is someone I know who really like not to be happy, and he hates people that are too happy. What if that's okay? What if that's exactly the same as being too happy? What if there is no wrongness on how you are, and if you leave this competition off, what else is possible for you?
And everywhere you've been slowing yourself down and making yourself small just to fit in this reality and not get judged and not get punished. Can we just uncreate and destroy all of it, please, now?
Yeah.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and puck, online, shorts, boys and beyonds.
So every time you make someone right and you are wrong, or you're right and they're wrong, or this reality is wrong and you are right, or you are wrong and this your reality are right or whatever, will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yeah, let's do that.
Put and poke, on and shorts, boys and beyonds. What if everything is okay with you? The weird you are, the special you are. What if the universe and the world and the reality ask you to be exactly as you are and nothing else by that? And that is the gift you are. And put and poke.
And there's also one really, really cool exercise that everyone that did access class already learned, or at least have it in their manuals. And I also show it to my participants every time. It's called the thymus exercise. Mm-hmm. And it's basically just about this, turning ourselves up, adjusting our body that's slower because we were shutting it off, to turn itself to frequency and to become more alive and to become more. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm, yes.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can.
You and then
it's the thymus exercise. It's the thymus exercise. It's in your manuals, and just give it a try for 10 days. Do it in the morning, 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the evening. No one can say, I don't have 10 minutes time every day. And you'll perceive the difference, because at the end, you don't do it with mind. Your body turns it up right away when you think about this.
Yeah, and something like, oh, she just dropped the exercise. And there is something that when you are in a situation, what is the value of being in this situation? What is the value to holding on all this stuff that you are too much, too tired, too stuffed, too, like, if it's not something you value, what is the value of holding on this in your life? So this is a question also you can ask. What's the value of letting all these things being greater than me? Mm-hmm. And everything that is, you can destroy and create it, and we'll do it now. What is the value of holding on all this shit that makes you smaller than you actually be? And everything that is times a gazillion, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, but and puck.
Right around them.
And why didn't, instead of being two,
and beyonds,
go on 3?
Yeah.
Just find 2 more and then it's gone. Play with it. What if we just play with everything? Can you sense the energy when you can see the energy when it's turned on and turned off? Because this is the subject we are talking about now. So can you sense it, that when we are in right and wrong, when we are too much, when we have the questions of being this and that, then we turned off. And then when we are not going to the judgments and the rightness and wrongness, then it's more playful and fun. So everything that doesn't allow you to be in this turned on. What if it's okay also to be turned off? What if there is no one way? You just choose whatever makes you happy.
What if you can ask yourself, what creates more for me? Mm-hmm. In every situation. And you can be all of it. And also, like, being turned up will cause many judgments among other people, and people will start judging you as hell. And get ready, but always in the face of judgment, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Let this judgment give you even more power. Judgment is only energy. If you receive judgment, it's just energy. That's all you have to remember. And you have to use it. Exactly, you make more money. And you have to remember just to turn it up even more in the face of judgment and let these people talk. That's all awesome. It's all energy and you're going to receive it this way or another.
Include them. That's also one of my favorite tools, just to include everything. Include everything that comes as a benefit, as a creation. Just include everything and play with that and work with that. Don't exclude anything, or you can. I even don't use the don't word, but just play.
Yeah, if you open yourself to receiving, you're gonna receive judgments, you're gonna receive shitty stuff, and you're gonna receive loads of money and loads of awesomeness. So be open for all of it.
Yes, yeah, and when you start to receive, you can be surprised of what you can receive. And you often, when we have our barriers up, when we lock ourselves in this castle we built about like not receiving judgment, not receiving wrongness, we actually won't receive all what is here. You defend against or for things that don't have to be defended against or for. And then when you open to this receiving, all these miracles start to flow in, and let them in, let them flow. And each time you remember, yes, but no, but yes, let it in. Yes, let's bring everything. And every choice you're going to take, everything you're going to choose is going to bring up awareness. And then you're going to have more awareness of what works for you, and you're going to receive awareness of what don't actually create more for you. But you're going to start to know, here that works, here that doesn't work. And you can choose something twice and it won't create the same. So always be in the question for everything. And when you start to go like, oh, I'm overwhelmed, I'm too much, no, turn it up, receive more, shut down all these past things you were slowing down with everything you put outside before, and see what comes up when you bring them in. And each time you have a point of view, interesting point of view, I have this point of view. Each time you have a point of view or a judgment, each interesting point of view, I'm judging this. When you are fully in consciousness with no judgment, where everything is included, no right, no wrong, no good, no bad, but everything is here to contribute. Now, interesting point of view is your main tool to go. Bring it in, like push your barriers down, bring everything in, and see what comes up. And miracle can happen, truly. And you can maybe start to tinkle, to be more alive, or to see that you have so much power that people are like, stop shouting at me. And you're going to be like, yes, but I'm just me. Yes, but you're intense. Yes, this is me. I'm intense now. And I'm okay with this intensity. Like, okay, interesting point of view. They have this point of view, not in their face, but in your mind, like in your mind. Interesting point of view. They have this point of view, but wow, I feel good. I'm alive. Wow, more of this. And sometimes you're going to be like, oop, I said no. And they're now shitty. They're judging themselves. This is their thing. They don't, like, you can also allow people to judge themselves. It's not a wrongness to judge yourself. If you don't judge that people judge themselves, everything is possible. And then maybe if you don't react to this, you just allow things to show up the way they are and not the way you want them to be.
And also, if you have a judgment, say it a few times. Say it again and again and again. I'm like that, 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 I'm like that. And then check, is that truth or it's a lie? You can also add truth and then I'm like that, and see if it's light or heavy. There is a question here. What should I do when I want to sit and prepare my application for work so I can have a job that suits me? I block and freeze. I can't work furthermore. What if it's okay? What if everything is okay with you? What if you can freeze? What if you can block? Until when you will be blocked and until when you will be freeze?
And in this space, like it can also be, so are you blocked or are you freeze, or are you very much aware of what is required? Are you in a different space here? And what question can you ask here? So when you're in this, sometimes, and these are from the Joy of Business classes, sometimes we are told that you need to sit to do stuff. What if your preparation for applying is to go for a walk? And what if your preparation to apply to a job is going in town and buy a dress? And maybe there are all these things that you shut off because they're not directly linearly linked to applying to a job, that you don't allow them to contribute to the actual job you would like to be, to have. And I said job you would like to be. It's really, when you do something, don't do it because you have to do a job. The best thing to knock a humanoid out, you have to do this and you have to do it this way. So I'm not really surprised. and what if, exactly, that's not a wrongness. But what can you add there? What question can you ask? And what is required here?
And really important question, just reading this, what popped up for me right away was, what if you're just so freaking aware? And what if it's not even yours? I know as a child, I was a dancer, and then we had to go to these huge presentations or dance events with loads of people, and I would be freezing. And recently, like a few years ago, I had a class with Dane, and he said, like, what if it was just awareness of other people having this stage fear and excitement, all this combined? What if you were just aware of many, many people there and it wasn't even yours? And as soon as you acknowledge, crap, who does this belong to? You will just get free and get all of this burden out of your system. Just, you have to remember to ask questions when you're in this situation. So before you go have an interview or something, just think about, okay, if this happens, I'm gonna ask myself, is this mine? What am I aware of? Is this even mine? Maybe it's from someone else who will gonna have the interview an hour later, or who was here before. It doesn't matter, just clear it.
So and I don't know if everyone see, I am stuck in this situation for 4 months. Thank you very much. Maybe it was changed already, because now it was thank you very much. Yeah, so what is it? What can I do with it? Can I change it? How can I change it? It's in the boss manual. It's four amazing questions that can be used in so many situations. What can I do with it? How can I change it? Who can help me to change it? In what way I can change it?
What do I have to be or do now? It's like, really, what can I have to do? And like, But you said already, and it changed a lot. So.
And before you go there, to go to a situation where this can happen, ask yourself, what's the worst thing that can happen to me if I'm here? And just try to think a couple of things. The worst thing that can happen, and you're gonna see it's not a big deal. So people are gonna laugh at you. So what? Oh, the class that I can recommend for this is Right Voice for You. It changed so much for me, and like, it's an amazing class.
So I think we are slowly finishing.
Yes.
It's
So-
1 hour already. Oh my God.
Hello, we have one question here.
Yeah, go for it.
Lavinia, how to get awareness to know if your body is speaking to you that is not from our mind? That's one lady asked here in Slovenia.
How did she get so lucky? Mostly our mind is talking and we try to shut them down. So if the body talks, amazing.
When your body speaks, like your body speaks in so many ways, and
Твое тело говори на толкова различни.
yeah. So ask your body show me, body make it obvious for me. So when you're drawn to something, your body's gonna light up, and sometimes you're gonna have your face like that, and you don't even know what's going on. Probably your body is telling you, I'm not happy now in this situation. Can we do something different? And really, when you start, I will be very, very naughty now. Get your ass in 3D body class each month for 10 months. Like, really, these classes are incredible. And
Oh
you...
I just said no to one and now I want to say yes.
That's what I said. I will be naughty. 3D body class really start to unlock the energies in your body, and you start to really approach everything around you in a different way, and everything you can see that your body is not only this thing that you can see moving, but you can connect with everything else. Nothing is separated. And when you ask your body to show you in ways that you can not understand, but start to listen to it, it's going to show you something different. So body, show me that, show me that, and give your body the space to answer. It won't talk. Maybe it's going to talk. For my body has vocalized things for showing me what it likes. Like, really, it was saying words. But who else but your body that say word? So the body will speak through your belly, through your sense, and when it's light, it's gonna smile and jump and move, and when it's heavy, it's gonna be like, stop it, please, no, stop, and play. You have a body, you created it. It's your tool, it's your toy, it's yours. So apply to a 3D body class, and then be happy. I was naughty.
Говори. Добре. Не ме погаси.
Last questions before we turn it on, up.
Are there any more questions?
I can give you meanwhile one tool that it's in front of me. So what if you practice a little bit, just saying yes to things? Like tomorrow, play with it. Every proposition you get, every suggestion you have, just say yes. See what turns up. See what it brings. And you can sense how many times our mind go directly to, no, I can't do it. No, it's too much. No, I did already too many things. I can't do it. So what will happen if you say yes to things? Even if it could be uncomfortable at the beginning, but check exactly in your body and not in your mind. What will it create if I say yes in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, in the next 500 years? What if your Yes Man film? Yeah, exactly. There is an amazing film. It's called the Yes Man film. And he's just practicing saying yes to everything. I have a group in Israel. It's called Yes, I Love Me. And I have once in a while, I give exercise 7 days to say yes to everything. That shifts a lot. And it turns on many things. So play and let me know. Let us know what it brings.
So,
and regarding the body and mind question, the more body processes you will receive and more body classes you'll do, the less you will be able to ignore your body or to manipulate it with your mind. Trust me, because I've been working a lot and really ignoring my body and just telling myself, it's not that bad, I can do it. After you're gonna do all this, you're gonna get so much awareness, you're gonna be so freaking uncomfortable, you're gonna get so high connected with your body. It's not gonna be possible anymore to just talk to it with your mind and still pretend it's your body talking. You're gonna know, like, for sure. If you just stay and doing these processes, you're gonna know.
So I guess we are at the end of our amazing call. Thank you so much for all your questions. That was incredible, this energy you be. It's so yummy. Thank you so much.
I don't know how you will be able to go to sleep now.
Sleep for what?
I got a recommendation for another thing in Netflix. It's a series called the Better Place, and it reminds of access tools. So if you can't go to sleep, that's an option given by Daniel. Thank you.
And so what's next?
Okay, so we knew that we will want more from this party, and we thought what could create more, and we have a suggestion of 3 calls, 3 telecalls, that in each one of them we will talk about a specific issue, like money, sex, and what was the third one? Relationships. We
can maybe do relationship and sex and business.
That was the plan. It's a 3-month call. I mean, 3-month series, 3 series of 3 calls. Mm-hmm. First one is money, second one is sex and relationships, and the third one is body.
There you have it. So if you want more of this, we are gonna share with you, and let's see what comes up.
If you are okay with the way you are right now, if you don't want to be more turned on, don't do it. Stay where you are. We are sure that you have way too much fun. More than that, no. Cannot be. So it's gonna be actually all the springtime, and we said that by then it will be already summertime, and we will be already too much turned on. We will send you more details in the email, and you can ask more questions. What would you like to do from these subjects or others, or what you would like to have the first one? Hey, we can have a vote. You can write down which one is the best topic that you would like to turn up in your life. I wonder it can be one of from the exercise we did here. And we will send all the recordings, right? We will send you everything in all languages. And thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you all. And the translators also. We had like incredible people translating into.
Big shout out to translators.
Yeah.
We can say that there were
like Hebrew, French, Portuguese, German, and the three of us. Thank you so much.
Probably humanoids and all. We have like something like 150 or 200 people here that were registered to the call, and 20, 30 countries, 6 languages. Wow. What else can we create? How can we out-create the corona and spread the happiness and joy in the world?
Let's have the conscious virus.
Yeah. So thank you.
Bye, everybody. Thank you so much.
Bye.